So I just woke up, scrolling through comments, seeing what's new, seeing what people posted, seeing people's ideas on posts, on videos, on whatever. And one I came across, I have opinions about, and I did some digging, and yeah, it's even worse than I even thought. So let's begin. It's a very long comment, and he's very wrong about multiple things. And if he did any basic research, then he would have, didn't hit enter. Well, first, the video is how I would fix the integrity of Marvel Rivals, and it's ranked. I gave several ideas, which were potential ideas they could implement, which wouldn't be too bad on the community. If anything, the worst punishment it would have is one more game played per rank, but that's apparently too much for this guy. He says, okay, so not a lot to unpack here, even though he wrote a giant comment. Okay. This was an amazing video due to the fact that you gave so many terrible ideas in such a short amount of time. 0 good ones. Well, if you think my video is full of terrible ideas with 0 good ones, I guess you try to copy that. I'm truly bewildered. If anything, you proved you are a bit outside of your depth, even in the rank you're currently in, even though he doesn't know which rank I'm in. Negative win rate, less points. Thank God this is not the case. Yeah, I can tell. I was gonna save this for later, but you have a 46% win rate in all seasons in competitive, peak platinum 1. Yeah, it's no surprise that you are not wanting any penalties for negative win rate players. But anyway, let's continue on. This is the exact reason they introduced performance-based leveling. Yeah, and you still have negative win rate players in Celestial. That should not happen in the second highest rank and not counting top 500. If you want ranked integrity, get the negative win rates out of the higher ranks. It's that simple. You can do really well and lose. Yeah, but if you're losing consistently, no matter what, if you have good or bad teams, if you're losing the majority of the time and your games, that means you're the problem. So even if you are unlucky with who you pair up with, you still won't be shot down to a lower elo just to be forced to climb back up. That's a whole ranked experience, right? It's not just winning. I mean, I know it's not just winning. You are going to lose, you are going to win. Depending on how good the player is, will determine how big of the win rate is and how fast they climb, or how small the win rate is and how slow they'll climb. That is the fundamentals of comp and matchmaking in pretty much any game. Your idea is what creates unfair matchmaking because you are rolling the dice every time you queue up, no matter how good you are. It's like you didn't listen to the video. The first part of my video, I explained a couple systems, one of them being the negative win rate players will lose more, and people who have a positive win rate will not be affected by the new system at all. And it's not like 10-15 points. If you have below a 40% win rate, it's a 5-point difference. You lose 5 more, you earn 5 less. Then at its lowest, I believe I said it was at a 49, which you would only lose 3 points more and earn 3 points less. That's barely anything. If you would normally gain 25 points, but you have a negative 40% win rate, you would only gain 20, meaning that's 1 game difference from ranking up. It just slows down the bad players and makes the higher ranks actually higher ranks. It's that simple. It makes the roll of the dice, like you say, way less risky because all the bad players are slowly getting weeded out. Stacking a team is less points. The game already does a fine job of pairing duo queues with each other, with other duo queues, etc. This is pointless mitigation if teams are typically fair in this regard. You are heavily assuming it is fair. You call it a roll of a dice for randoms on your team, but not a roll of a dice for enemies. People use stacking as a good form of boosting. You could have 2 Celestial players and then 1 Diamond player, and the Celestials, since they're good, will boost that Diamond player all the way to Celestial. That should not happen. So just adding 2 less points per win and 2 more points per loss, it isn't going to affect actual good stacks. It's only going to affect really the people who want to boost, because it's going to be another incentive to not do it. 2 points isn't that much in the grand scheme of things unless you're getting like 99 out of 100 on a rank up. It's like saying a caution, wet floor sign, it shouldn't be there because people can just see it. One time rank reset. You said Celestial goes back to Diamond. They already have a system like this. They used to, you mean? That's not in the game anymore. Typically, you start around 2 divisions lower than you were the previous season. Nope. I can tell you I haven't been up in many ranks really. Last season, I was Celestial 2. I hit Celestial 1, but kind of fell out of it back to Celestial 2, but still had a positive win rate. I got predicted at Grandmaster 2. I'm currently at Grandmaster 2 right now. That's exactly 1 division, not 2. But I get you won't know that because you don't really pay attention to the game. The 2 division system hasn't been in the game in a very long time. It's no longer just a flat 7 or 5 like they did in the past. How do you not know that? If you demote people any harder for a reset, you're only creating an even worse smurfing situation. Yeah, even if that's true, they would create a worse smurfing situation. Guess what? One of my other ideas was against smurfing, which would ban people from competitive. And no, it wouldn't. There would be an incentive to say, hey, once you actually reach the rank, which you actually are, you're actually going to be in a rank of people around your similar skill. If you're high rank, there's other people that are going to be high rank in your level, in your competitive rank. No longer do you have to worry about, oh, this player right here, he's very low rank, and we're going to lose because we're already at a disadvantage. No more do you need to worry about that in this new system. It is comforting to know other good players are next to you in your team, not boosted individuals. You're just creating a fake scenario for your own point without actually looking at the other side. Even now, playing at the beginning of a season is rough. These people resetting 2 divisions lower. It's only 1, by the way. You want to make it even worse. I'm playing the long game right now. You're playing the short and comfortable game. You would rather have everything nice right now, if you would call it that. Meanwhile, I want to have a system where, yes, it's going to be a little rough at the very beginning, but over time, it's going to be extremely better than it was ever before. Your whole philosophy, it seems, is don't touch anything, don't take any risks. We got to play it super safe. We got to keep the boosted individuals where they are. We can't do anything about them. Let's just leave the competitive scene as it is. You are trying to keep the system as is. I am trying to do the long-term goals. And it's not just Celestial to Diamond, like I said. I also listed the other ranks which you didn't mention, but I bet you already knew that. It said in Grandmasters and Diamonds, reset to Gold 1 with the potential of reaching up to Diamond 1. Then everyone below that rank of like Platinum, Gold, etc. would be reset to Bronze with the potential of going up to Platinum 1. So again, even if you're yelling at me that, oh, it's more than 2 divisions, which it's 1, this is 2 divisions. Like you explained right here. It's Celestial. Okay, then Grandmaster Diamond, that's 2, right? Okay, Diamond to Gold. Okay, what's between that? Platinum, Gold. Oh, that's 2 again. Okay. Some of it is even less than 1 or less than 2 in my new system, which is 1 time. And with the potential of being up on higher ranks, like I said, for Celestials, they can make it back to Celestial. Like nothing ever happened if they're actually that good. The Grandmasters and Diamonds can make it back to Diamond. Diamond 1, I mean, so it's like right there, right behind GM. The Golds can make it back to Platinum 1. It's like you never listened to the video. Performance-based point system. All the measurements, such as on objective time or whatnot, is already implemented. No, it is not. That's not a stat in the game. They purely base it off of your stats, your final hits. This is globally known that a person with a bunch of final hits will get MVP over someone who's actually winning the game. Someone with low stats could have the biggest impact. Who knows? The game doesn't. I don't think you understand the point system for Lost Game competitive. No, I don't think you don't. A quick Google search right here, based on current player discussions. Objective time does not directly count towards point gain in Marvel Rivals rank, as a scoring system primarily focuses on combat-like kills, damage, and healing, while winning is essential to ranked points, RP. Performance-based metrics currently seem to overlook the time spent on the payload or capture point. So just doing a quick Google search, it's like, huh, you're wrong. Nice to know. Ban for new Smurfs? Why? You're telling me we should ban people for making new accounts, and again, taking it to the extreme. Completely disregarding my point to create a fake new one. I said, if the new Smurf accounts, which Smurf means, you know, in competitive, if you didn't know that, if they go into competitive and ruin the integrity of the game, smashing lower players, then guess what? You're going to get punished with increasing punishments after each offense. I only said you get banned from competitive on that Smurf account during the first few offenses. Guess what? You can still play the game. You can still play quick play. You can still play 13v13. You can still play all the arcade modes. You can still go in the practice range, etc. You can play all the characters, just not ranked, because you have shown to be a Smurf in lower ranks, ruining experiences, ruining the integrity, going to your main account. Not, we should ban people for making new accounts. Stop being stupid. You know what you're doing. Well, people just want a new account to play on. Ban them? This is negative for the game, without a doubt. You're just negative overall, and just stupid, to be fully honest, like I just explained. New game mode, more serious than quick play, but less competitive to reduce the queue time. I assure you that taking players away from comp to a new playlist will not reduce queue times. And again, the point just goes straight over your head, but it's not surprising. The main worry right now that higher ranks do to avoid queue times is creating a new account. Do you really think the queue times will be faster up there with multiple Smurfs running around? Let's say, in the top 10 right now, 5 people people are on Smurf accounts doing their own thing. That leaves in the top 10 only 5 people to queue, which guess what? Lowers the pool of people by 5 to actually queue with, meaning higher queue times because 5 people are out there smurfing. Meanwhile, if you cut the smurfing and take it out fully, or at least more increasing punishments, now let's say all 5 of those smurfing accounts are back in the top 10. Okay, now that is more people and less queue time. With a new system, it's just going to be like any game mode. It's like saying, since the Asgard map, the domination one, is only in quick play, that it's taking away from competitive play. No, especially in the middle of the night where the games are already like 6-minute queue times for top 500 players, you're going to want an alternative which has higher queue times. This is obvious. Splitting the player base is exactly why they haven't done this already. And you're talking like smurfing isn't splitting the player base, especially in top 500 lobbies. I find it kind of funny that you only showed us clips of you playing support also. It's called My Best Role by Very Slim. It's support, which I play in comp because, because I actually play with my best characters in comp, but I know you don't really have any best characters. Worried about boosted players, but you yourself are just heal botting to Celestial. And he's one of those people who have no idea what he's really talking about. Shall I mention this right here? All seasons, your #1 played character is Rocket Raccoon. Let's go do heroes, shall we? Let's sort by strategist, by win rate. If it's so easy in Healbot, why do you only have a positive win rate with the easiest support in the whole entire game? Adam, 0.6 games, 0%. Jeff, 0.5 games, 0%. Loki, 6.9 games, 31.9%. Luna, 9.5, 38.9%. Cloak and Dagger, 28.9 games, 45.3%. Invis, 9.4 matches, 45.7 win rate. If I can heal bot my way, if that's what you want to say, to Celestial consistently, then why can't you do the same if you're acting like you're better than me? Honestly, why can't you? Oh, and if you're curious of how I, actually found it, I clicked on your channel and you titled the game Professional Gameplay. Yeah, I don't think any professional gameplay, let me just look right here again, is gonna have a 46% win rate peak platinum 1, but that's just me. Not even counting, if you play Spider-Man, yeah, I have 2. I have over around 3 hours right now with a positive win rate on Spider-Man, which I plan to make a video about, but you do you. If they implemented even one of your suggestions, you'd surely lose rank. It's like you didn't listen to the video. I literally said in my video, these changes will not affect positive win rates and solo queues. So that means if you're a solo queue player who has never had a negative win rate, always a positive win rate, it would be like nothing ever happened. You would not feel the repercussions at all from this new ranking system. It would only punish bad players. So you saying that shows that you didn't even pay attention to the video, even though you're trying to claim you know everything. Actually, I'll play that clip right now. I mean, it shouldn't be too far in the video, right? You at least watched 2 minutes and 45 seconds in, right? Let's do that. Let's play it. With both of these changes, if you only solo queue and have a positive win rate, you will see absolutely 0 changes in your ranked gameplay. It would be like nothing ever happened. Under this new system, if you are a good player, it's like the system is never there. But if you are a bad player and a boosted player, you will definitely feel the repercussions. Oh my, what a revelation there. Just stupid. Lastly, only thing this game truly needs is oh my god, not roll queue. Stupid. Ironically, you're a perfect example as to why. Tired of never getting to play the role you really excel at? There's a thing called flexing, especially in higher ranks, which is pretty much a must. So you just want to pretty much cut out all versatility and competitive, got it. Tired of DPS getting no kills and saying GG no heals? I've done that, and I've played DPS and competitive when people asked me to, even at the start of games, and have won with as many, if not more, final hits as my other DPS, while being MVP. But I get you won't know that because I don't say it directly to your face, but even though I put it in another video, you won't really look at that. Tired of support mains taking advantage of stat boosting to get Celestial, then act like they know everything in a low quality YouTube video. You cannot talk about low quality videos when you call yourself professional gaming, where you can see the recording has started at the top right with NVIDIA, which is HD right now. Can't really tell where the lines are because it's so blurry. If you want to play this game, let's play it. Actually, scratch that. It's not highly saturated. It's like you took all the saturation out. This is why we need it. Queue up as a DPS and get an easy 2-2-2 team comp where you're great rated on the role your best at compared to others in that same role. Guess what? The current system does that in terms of point gains. They compare you to the character you're playing in your role and how good you are compared to them and other players in your role. No more stat boosted supports. Guess what? You're gonna have boosted players in every role because guess what? Negative win rate players can still climb. No more filling every game to watch ego DPS players throw. Almost all the annoyances of hero selection gone. More legit rank all around. Hell no. You disregard all of my opinions being wrong about all of them, and then you turn around and promote role queue. You talk about splitting the fan base and saying, I assure you, taking players away from comp to a new playlist will not reduce role queue times. Then you introduce role queue, which would 10 times my version of queue times. Are you serious? Role queue would not just have to have a full global reset fully on every single player, which guess what? You are horribly against. You said Celestial goes back to Diamond. Even now, playing at the beginning of a season is rough because people resetting 2 divisions lower. You want to make it even worse? Then you introduce role queue, which would need everyone to reset fully, to redo placements. Do you even form one thought at a time? Not to mention, the game will now be split into thirds. No longer would it be, okay, there's a bunch of people in the pool right now wanting to get picked up for comp. Well, now it's, okay, we can't queue this person with this person and this person at the same time, so we have to do this, this, and this instead. You are going to make comp and its selection system more rigid, more selective, which guess what? Would open up queue times even longer. Not to mention, it will heavily decrease versatility in each team. What if a person is not doing good as DPS that match? Okay, as support switches with them, the DPS switches to support, they do very well win the game. You just completely cut that scenario out of the game. Nope, goodbye. Not to mention, it would ruin the integrity of lower ranked players if a higher ranked player, since they're getting reset, will stomp them in every single rank. Oh, you're playing tank at a lower rank? Okay, here's the top 500 tank, stomps you. Oh, he switched to DPS, top 500 player, stomps you. Oh, he switched to support, maybe, you know, the other two are just bad right now. Nope, top 500 player stomps you. It would be horrible for the first pretty much month because there's 3 more queues people are going in. Top 500 players are going in to stomp lower ranked players to get to their actual rank, which would pretty much just be, again, top 500. Again, it's just hate commenters who have no idea what they're talking about, have no idea really what thought is. Just going right here again, let's just go through all seasons, starting on season 0. No data. How about 1? No data. 1.5, a 42.6% win rate, and peak silver 2. Okay, that's very good right there. You did a very good job. 46.5% in platinum 2, so that's your peak, is all the way back in season 2. Okay, 2.5, you finally have positive win rate with a 54.5. Season 3, 0% in silver. 3.5, you played 1 game in silver. Season 4, you played no competitive. 4.5, no competitive. 5, no competitive. 5.5, no competitive. 6, no competitive. 6.5, a 45.2% win rate in platinum 3 peak. Season 7, which is this rank, a 48.1% win rate, and peak platinum 2. Again, with your most top played is Cloak and Dagger, which is the second easiest support in the game. I'm actually curious about this now. Who is your most played, and what was their win rate in each rank? Most played was Venom in 1.5, which you were at your lowest win rate as silver. Then Rocket creeped up to your second most played, which is the easiest support. Why aren't you playing these harder supports, I wonder, huh? 2.5, your most played is Cloak and Dagger. Season 3, most played is Cloak and Dagger within 2 losses. Next season, where you played 1 game, it was Phoenix. Next game, nothing, and I believe for the rest of these until season 7, it's Cloak and Dagger. So the majority of your top 3 lists have had one of the, if not the easiest support in the entire game. Meanwhile, I play and have lorded 7 supports, including my highest most played, which is Loki, which I got top 500 on in his weakest season, where his base damage got lowered by 5, then his illusions damage and healing got lowered by 20% respectively. Yeah, this video's already going on pretty long. I think I've said my due. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. See ya.